This is Professor Christine G, and I'm going to be going over this problem. This is from the Module 3 problem set in Movius, and it's number 11. So I am changing the numbers, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. So a formula for calculating the magnitude of an earthquake is m equals 2/3 log of E divided by E naught. And that uses the common base of 10 logarithm. This is called the moment magnitude scale, MMS, and alternative to the much well-known Richter scale. One earthquake has the magnitude, so I'm going to, let me clear this out, put in 4.6. So let's see. So here we're going to have 4.6 for the magnitude, which is M. If a second earthquake has, and then we're going to say 200 times as much energy as the first, find the magnitude of the second earthquake. So what we're going to do is they give us the equation, the MMS equation, and we're going to use this and put in the information that we do know about the first earthquake, because we do have that magnitude. So let's go ahead. So we're going to, instead of writing M, I'm going to write 4.6 for M, because that's our magnitude on the first earthquake, equals, and then I have 2/3 log, and then of E divided by E naught, or E sub 0. So here, what we're going to do is simplify everything that we can. So right now, this 2/3 is being multiplied by the log, so I can multiply by the reciprocal, or 3/2. So I'm going to do that, and what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So, and 3/2 times 2/3 just gives us, everything cancels, so it's just 1. 1 times log is log E divided by E naught. And then when I multiply this out, I get 6.9. And then now what I am going to do from here, I'm going to use the property of logs. And so I know this is log base 10, and I know that the definition, or the law, tells us that we have, and I'm just rewriting it with this on the other side of the equal sign, because that's the way most of you are probably used to seeing it. So then we take this base 10 and put it to this power, 10 to the power of 6.9 equals, and then we're just left with E divided by E naught. Okay, so now we're going to take this a step further, and we're going to solve for E, or the energy. So here we can multiply both sides by E naught, and then what we're left with is E equals, and then 10 to the 6.9 times E naught. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. So it may not look that way, but we have the energy equals this. And so now we have that we can substitute this into the equation for E, which helps us out a lot, because then we'll be able to only have one variable after we cancel. So let's take a look at that. So we have this, and we know that everything, the second earthquake has 200 times as much energy as the first. So this is the energy that the first earthquake has, that we have right now. So we're looking for the magnitude of the second earthquake. So we have M equals 2/3. I'm just going back to this formula, the MMS, log. And then here we have, instead of writing E, I'm going to substitute this in. Okay, it's the same thing because it equals E. So then I'm going to write it 10 to the power of 6.9 times E naught divided by E naught. Look at that. How nice is that? It cancels. So now we can go ahead and, oh, I forgot to put the 200 because it's 200 times this thing here. So let me go ahead and put that. Let me see if I can do it in a different color. Okay. So it would be 200. So it's the same as 200 times E. So we have E equals 10 to the power of 6.9 times E naught. And our energy for the second quake is 200 times that. Okay. So I'm multiplying 200 times this whole thing in the numerator, this whole expression. So now I've canceled out E naught, which is totally legal. And then I have M equals 2/3 log of 200 times 10 to the 6.9 power. Okay, and then this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick it in my calculator. So 2 divided by 3, and then times, and then log, and then in parentheses, I need to make sure I have everything in parentheses, 200 times 10 to the power of 6.9, and then I come up with the magnitude is equal to 6.13, and that would be my answer. That's the magnitude for the second earthquake. And that's much higher magnitude than this. This is really high for an earthquake. Anyway, so thank you so much, everyone, for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Feel free to email me if you have questions. Thanks. Bye.